Hello, I'm Richard Hawkins with Appalachian Development Corporation. I have with me Brendan Buttimer, and I'm looking forward to learning how South Carolina Community Loan Fund can assist entrepreneurs. In talking about entrepreneurs today, we're including all types of business owners at any stage of development, from startup to well-established business. First of all, Brendan, what is South Carolina Community Loan Fund, and how can you assist entrepreneurs?
Thanks, Richard. So South Carolina Community Loan Fund is a community development financial institution. We're a CDFI, that's a Treasury designation. We're a nonprofit lender, and our focus is really to fund businesses and nonprofits that are in low and moderate income communities or serve low and moderate income communities. So a lot of times we are serving people that cannot get bank funding. The banks may want to help fund them and they just can't because of the regulations. We're not as strictly regulated, so we're able to put capital into businesses and nonprofits that couldn't go to a bank for it.
Do you have specific loan programs or that are designed to specifically help certain entrepreneurs?
Yeah, we lend in 4 areas. So we do, we work in affordable housing, and we do facilities, and we have a niche in healthy food financing that's sort of centered around grocery stores and corner stores. But our program that would most impact the people you're talking about is our small business lending. And that's really focused on anything from a startup, a side hustle that's turning into a full-time position, into a well-established business that's looking to expand and grow. We really are just focused on, if you cannot get a bank loan, then we can oftentimes be a very good fit. We lend and underwrite a lot like a bank, but we don't have our hands quite as tied as far as some of the regulatory items that can trip people up.
Now, if they've been turned down by a bank and they come to you, what do you want a borrower or potential borrower to come to the table with?
Yeah. So, I mean, we'd like to be an old style 80-20 lender. We'd love to see 20% equity. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes, depending on the situation, we can go lower than that. We'd like to be a real estate based lender. So we'd like to see real estate involved, but not every borrower. If you're a startup store on Main Street, you may not be able to buy the building you're in. So we can use other forms of collateral. But we try to be a sort of an old style lender with 20% equity from the borrower, ideally, or more. We like to have good collateral, and of course we want to be able to see the ability to repay.
Do you have any specific examples of projects that come to mind?
Yeah, so earlier this year we funded a home health care company that was based in Greenville. They were looking to expand into Pickens in the western part of the state, and we were able to help them buy a building and add some working capital and finance their growth into the western part of the state right before the pandemic hit. So it was actually really good timing for them. And we were able to do that. They had a long history, but they were moving into a new area and a new version of their business. So it wasn't a cut and dry thing. We really, we worked with them for a good 6 months to get them to the finish line.
That's great. We've heard what you can do. Do you have any limits or what you can't do?
Well, we all have hard limits for lending, of course, but we're really focused on mission and impact. So businesses that don't serve low and moderate income communities or aren't led by lower moderate income individuals probably are not a great fit for us. If it's a sin business, that's really sort of a hard no for us. Anybody else, I would say, give me a call and let me help you. If I can't, then I can certainly refer you to other people like yourself. and some of the other sister companies that we work with.
Now, if somebody does think that you may be a good fit, what is the best way to contact you?
So my contact information is coming up. My phone number is, you can always call or text me, email me at the email address there. And then if you want to learn more about the organization, it's sccommunityloanfund.org.